Sure, Morgani guys, Elia, Uboso, we are back. New week, new video. Last week for the month of October. Um, we are going now in November, and then eventually December. So we're basically headed for the last 2 months of the year. Um, so in today's video, without wasting no time, I'm just going to touch on like what comes with the last 2 months of the year, which is year-end fatigue. So I guess most of us know, in these last 2 months or even starting October already, you find that, you are just tired, you don't want to wake up to go to work and so forth. So in this video, I'm going to break down what year-end fatigue is and what are the symptoms of year-end fatigue, and also what you can do to sort of like stay on top of your game in this last 2 months, just to deal with the whole year-end fatigue, right? So yes, without wasting no time, let's get in the video. So what is year-end fatigue? So year-end fatigue, obviously, it occurs when people start to show signs or indications of exhaustion, or just being overwhelmed and lack of productivity at work. This can be caused maybe by just the year being too long, chasing work deadlines, or studies, or just being on top of like family commitments and stuff, and which can eventually lead in burnout, and you also not, wanting to like do anything in those last 2 months. You feel so tired, so yeah, that's actually what year-end fatigue is. And then the symptoms of year-end fatigue. So number one symptom is poor concentration. So you find yourself that you are literally being unproductive even when you are like in having a task to do. You give it very minimal concentration, right? And then the other one is insomnia, lack of sleep. You struggle to fall asleep, and then we have just general body achings. You just wake up and then you feel like, maybe my back is paining or whatever, And then the other one is just feeling irritated. Um, on top of that, we also have memory problem, forgetting or misplacing stuff, and or forgetting certain things, And we again have like depressed mode, let alone anxiety, um, and just boredom also just on its own, right? So that's the list of like symptoms of being having year-end fatigue. I don't say I don't I'm not saying this is an exhaustive list. These are just some of the symptoms, and also the symptoms they happen also like throughout the year and stuff. But yeah, for the context of this video, we're gonna focus on that list, right? And then what you can do actually, like, just to cope for this last 2 months of the year, just to ensure that you are on top of your game, you are delivering like you were delivering from the beginning of the year, keeping up with the same motivation that you had beginning of the year, right? So one of the things that you can do is take regular breaks. If you don't oftenly work during lunch hours, please take your lunch breaks. Take your lunch breaks at work, because this does not only assist you to log off work, it also assists you to sort of like re-energize and then get a new perspective, and also it encourages efficiency as well. When you have rested, you always, you start like from a very re-energized place, and like I said, it leads to efficiency and all those things, right? And then the other one is time management. Now I like linking time management with creating a to-do list. So what I like doing is, every day when I wake up, be it weekdays or weekends, I normally have an app on my phone. It's a Google app, Tasks. So on Tasks, I normally just put like everything that needs to be done that day. Be it as small as, giving somebody a call, or following up, sending a follow-up email, or whatever the case might be. The smallest things, you put them on that to-do list, and then you ensure that every time you execute that task, you tick it off your to-do list. So this way, you get to sort of like see that, okay, you're actually progressing during the day, you're getting stuff done. Because one thing is, when you're at work or whatever the case might be, you feel like you're just doing one thing and it's just not ending, and you feel so unproductive and stuff. But in the midst of all that, there are other smaller tasks that you also take up, and you don't recognize that because you're just focused on the bigger one. So when you have the smaller tasks jotted down and being ticked off the list, it gives you that sense of, achievement and progress, and you're getting stuff done. And you will not feel like, you get, it's a better way for you to deal with us, and fatigue, you understand. So, and then the other one is keeping up with wellness routine, be it like jogging, going to the gym, walking. So whatever your fitness routine was during the year, this is the time you need it even more. You have to come, you have to show up, you have to go to the gym. I'm not saying every day, 3 to 4 days, 3 or 2 to 4 days a week is enough. Show up at the gym, do your regular walks that you normally do your whatever your wellness routine is. This is the time you need to do it even more. Like I said, with that being said, the other one, the biggest one that I have is taking social media breaks. So yeah, this one is for me. This one is a big one because I'm an advocate of just trying to limit your social media consumption as a person. So social media breaks, they are very much needed because now sometimes we find ourselves attempting to keep up like with all these trends that you see on the socials and stuff, and it can be very much exhausting. You understand? We are, I think, at the point where now people are posting new jobs, the graduations and so forth. So probably you are also studying, and then you see that you're not making progress. And now when you see those graduation pictures, you sort of like put that as a benchmark to your life, and it can be really draining. Or when you see people getting job promotions, and you feel stuck at whatever job that you're doing, and that also brings that exhaustion, and you just feel like you're not progressing in life and whatnot. So social media breaks, very much needed. You can go as far as setting up a time where you just like, okay, between this hour I check my social media, and when I go on my social media, these are the things I'm gonna look for. Because obviously the way social media works, you just find yourself sometimes scrolling even just for 2 hours. So yeah, social media breaks, that's one of the things that you can do um to ensure that you are not succumbing to this year-end fatigue. All right. And then a few of the other stuff that you can do is just trying to get enough sleep, try to go to bed early, and wake up refreshed. Don't sleep also too much, that can also make you tired. And then the other thing is indulging in healthy diets. Just keep your diet healthy. And then the last one that I have here is self-care. Go for a massage. Normalize going to the spa here and there, just to to get the body what sort of like eased, to take up new tasks every day or in the following week, whatever the case might be. Get into reading habits. Read a book or listen to a podcast or an audio book. And the other one is can take a relaxing bath as well. Like, when you get home, just, do that bubble bath thing, whatever the sisters like doing. Because, it can also like help you re-energize. So yeah, without making this video too long, so that's all I wanted to touch on about, that's all I wanted to touch on. So I hope you found this video informative. And if you did, share this video with anyone, and also share share other ways that you deal with one can deal with India fatigue, in the comments if you are able to. So yes, if you have come this far, please, like I said, give this video a thumbs up. We should have a good week ahead, and a good 2 tough months ahead. Elia Uboja. Cheers, guys.